Ruthless and cruel, even by the standards of renegade space marines, Red Corsair raiders excel in hit-and-run tactics. They fight with cunning brutality, maiming their victims to be taken as captives, looting dying foes even before their lifeblood has stopped jetting from their ragged wounds. Hello there and welcome to this paint guide. In this video, if you haven't already guessed, we're looking at how to paint a Red Corsair's raider. Let's get started. All the paints I will be using on screen now. If you're not too bothered about highlighting your model, there's quite a few of these that you won't need, but I'll leave that up to you to decide. And here's also a list of all the extra equipment that we'll be using. So first up, our mini needs an undercoat, and I've chosen Chaos Black Spray. You could use a different undercoat if you want, but I find this one works really nicely. Cool, with that out of the way, let's start with the main area on the mini, that dark red armor. Start by base coating all with Khorne Red. Unlike other legions, these guys don't have all their armor red, and you can actually pick and choose certain panels to be black instead. We'll be painting those parts later, so right now just focus on the red sections and apply the paint in 2 thin layers. With that done, let's move on now to the trim, and for that we're going to use Iron Warriors. This is a lovely dark silver that works perfectly for all the trim. Be extra careful around the red armor that we've just painted. For all the other silver areas, let's use Leadbelcher. The weapon casing is a slightly different color to the other metals, but don't worry about that for now. Just paint it with Leadbelcher and we'll fix it up later with a different color. So there's loads of different sections to pick out here, so just take your time and work your way around the whole mini. With those 2 silvers done and dusted, now we can move on to painting all the leather sections using Dryad Bark. There's only a few of these around the belt, so just take your time until you're finished. And there we go, with all those base coats out the way, now it's time for some shading. So let's start by recess shading the armor using Nuln Oil. And for all the other base coats that we applied, we can actually just apply an all-over shade, nice and easy. With that dry, now we can go back to base coating. For all the black armored sections, we're going to be using Abaddon Black. So because the undercoat was also black, this will be really quick and easy. Just apply 1 thin layer to all the parts that you want to be black. I'm also going to be painting the helmet as well. This is one of the really fun parts about this non-linear Red Corsair scheme. You're free to paint whichever armor panels black here, and you can mix it up throughout the entire squad. Now time for a really quick stage. Next, I'm going to base coat the middle of each eye lens using Corax White. I'm also going to apply a small line underneath each eye lens, like so. And if you do make any mistakes here, feel free to go back to Abaddon Black to tidy up if you need to. For all the copper sections, let's base coat them now with Hashut Copper. You will need a few thin layers of this, especially if you're painting over black. And be extra careful around those other details that you've already painted. Up next is our last base coat, Storm Vermin Fur for all the cloth. Feel free to use a different color for your cloth if you want to. With that done, that's all our base coats done and dusted and out the way. So now let's move on to add some definition to all those areas that haven't been shaded yet. First up, we're shading all the brass details using some Gore-Grunta Fur mixed with a tiny amount of Lamia Medium. Be extra careful not to get any of this on the other details. Next, let's shade/tint the weapon casing using some thinned down Rattling Grime. Mix in a little Lamia Medium and apply it all over like so. So not only is this shading the recesses, but it's also separating it from the rest of the weapon, adding more visual interest. For all the cloth on the mini, recess shade that now using Agrex Earthshade. You could instead apply this all over, but that will give you some different results. It'll be a little dirtier. And with that shade applied, our mini is now fully base coated and shaded. If you're happy with this look, feel free to skip straight to basing. But if you want to take your model up a notch, stick around for some highlighting. Start with the main section of the model, the red armor. First, highlight using Wazdakka Red. Be as neat as you can and remember a consistent line thickness is far more important than getting super tiny lines. And seeing as the red armor makes up the main bulk of the model, let's take it a little further with a second highlight. Just on the raised edges, let's apply Squig Orange. And there we go, there's the armor fully highlighted and it looks awesome. Once again, if you're happy with your model, you can leave it here, but stick around if you want to highlight all the other areas. So for the black details, let's highlight them all with Dark Reaper. And seeing as there's also quite a lot of black areas as well, we can take that further with a second highlight of Thunderhawk Blue. To add a sinister glowing effect to the eyes, we can tint them now using Athematic Blue. The white we added earlier will shine through, creating this really cool glowing effect. With the eyes done, let's blast through the remaining few highlights. For the trim, use Iron Hand Steel. For all the brass areas, apply an edge highlight using Canoptek Alloy. For all the remaining metallic sections that are still missing a highlight, use Stormhost Silver. And with that done, there's just 2 highlights left. For all the leather, use Gorthor Brown. And finally, for all the cloth sections across the mini, highlight it now with Baneblade Brown. With that done, all that's left is to base our model. I'm doing that with some astrogranite, shading it with Norn oil, applying a dry brush all over it with Screaming Skull once it's dry, and then doing the base rim using Storm Vermin Fur. Feel free to do this any way you want. And there we are, now this ruthless and cruel Red Corsair's raider is ready to hit and run on the battlefield with the rest of his renegade Space Marine brethren. Well, that's all from me. Thanks for tuning into this paint guide. If you're looking for more tutorials, tips, and tricks, you can check out some of the other videos on the Warhammer YouTube channel, or alternatively, you can head to a Warhammer store where our friendly staff are always happy to help. Thanks again for watching, see you next time, bye bye!